Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, my Ravens. Today I'm bringing you the Decades Legacy Challenge. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join the Raven family. So as you can see, we are starting off here 4 years prior to the time frame that the war has taken place. And just like on any other day, they are just carrying on like any other day. The world has just, they've gotten up, they're doing their chores, they're tending to the boys. Life is life. Nothing is off kilter. Things are just how life always was. They don't have anything suspecting. Sure, they've heard words and rumors and things of war, but nobody really believed that anything was actually going to happen. Nobody took that to heart. That was far away, those whispers and rumors. And it was on, the other part of the world. Like, that was never going to hit this close to home. So they didn't have anything that they were really all that worried about. So, they're just going on about their daily tasks. They're doing their daily things. They're not worried about it. He's just giving the boys their baths. She's just doing her sweeping. They're going to do some gardening. Life is business as usual. Clearly, they've got some plants that are dying because it's fall. And so things are as things are. He's building still for the shop, and they are planning to go and try to make some money. They do have some taxes that are building up that they need to pay, and they have been getting some letters telling them that they need to pay that. So they do need to get into the shop and try to make some money, because obviously if their taxes aren't paid, then they could get into some trouble with that. Not only do they have a business on the line, but they have a home on the line. So they are aware that funds need to be made. As you can see, they only have 183 simoleons. 183 simoleons. They have been having to pay out funds for all of the children that are in finishing school. And so, money is tight. And he has been spending a lot of his time trying to make as much as he can to sell. But it is just him making the stuff. It's not like Liam is here to help. So even if Liam was here to help, he's not one to really help with that kind of stuff. He's more into just playing the piano, as we well know. So he's doing the best that he can. But I have noticed that Frederick is painting a lot more lately. So he is kind of shifting the focus even at the store to selling more paintings as opposed to the woodworking, because he's making more money off of his paintings lately than he is the furniture. So we're just going to do a little bit of our daily chores, and then we will probably head over into the store and see how that's going. Hopefully she won't get stung by her bees. Nope, I wasn't lucky enough. We are totally getting stung by those bees. Some things never change. So she's just doing a bit of her gardening. She hasn't been out here in a while. As you can see, it looks like the garden is in a little bit of rough shape. And so she's just out here trying to get that tended to. And it looks like Emery's come out to join her. And he's just chatting it up with the plants as well. And Franklin is just being a playful little fella because he just had himself a bath. So we love to see that. Oh, and Dad's come out to help too. So yeah, everybody is just in pretty good spirits overall, which we love to see. We really have a nice little family. It's much, much smaller than what we're used to. And to be completely honest, I'm quite shocked that Cora hasn't popped out more kids, but, it is what it is. I'm not going to jinx myself, because then, I'm just not going to do that, because this is Cora we're talking about. And every time I say, oh, blah, 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 then she ends up pregnant. So I'm not doing that. Everybody is really tense, though, about all of the weeds. So they are going to need to go ahead and try to get some of these weeds picked. because it's bothering them. So I'm just going to have them go pick up some of that grass and see if I can get them picking at that. And we'll whittle away at that a little bit so that it can help with their moods, because they are not enjoying that whatsoever. And with the both of them doing it, it should go pretty quickly. I've noticed if I only have one of them do it at a time, it takes forever. But when I do both of them and they work together as a team, it typically goes pretty quickly. Frederick for certain gets really, really embarrassed over the yard. Cora does get embarrassed, but not like Frederick. Frederick really gets embarrassed about it. She's kind of a little bit more of an optimistic sim, and so she's kind of like, oh, it is what it is. It's just a little bit of grass, love. It'll be fine. And he's just like, no, it's embarrassing. Our neighbors have to look at this. We are like, what are we? Like, what are we? Look at it. Cora, look at it. So he gets really tense about it. So all of this is driving him, and so we've got to get it up because it really puts him in a really foul place. And it's really, really strange to see Frederick in a bad mood, because he's such a happy-go-lucky kind of guy and such a lovable sim. So to see him in a tense place, like, it's just a really weird place to see him, because he just gets so gloomy and so down about life, right? So I don't like seeing him like that. We will pick this grass until it's gone. You know how I said I wasn't going to jinx myself? Guess what? Cora's expecting! Yay! Oh no! Okay, well, as luck would have it, luck be a lady, especially in this house. What is he doing? Is he approaching her? He is! Ugh, these two. You know, like I said, life just, and this time, 4 years prior, just went on. They hadn't a clue. They didn't know. They didn't believe. They just didn't believe the rumors. They just thought everything was fine. She is expecting, because of our luck, I'm just going to go ahead and say that we're having twins. Like, honestly, the likelihood that we're going to have a single birth being Cora and Frederick, with the luck we've had, please. So we're pregnant. We're most likely with twins. It's 1914. They have no clue about the war. The war has already begun on the other side of the world, but they don't think anything about it. Yeah, sure, they're hearing about it, but they don't think it's going to hit close to home. They're not thinking anything about the fact that it's going to affect them whatsoever, and life is business as usual, clearly. And yeah, like, he's just like, let's pick the grass, do our gardening, take care of our boys, hit the hay, make love, have more babies, and continue on with life. I'll make some paintings, we'll make some furniture, you'll do some cross stitching, we'll go to the shop when we get a chance if we're not busy doing all those other fun things, and we'll, slowly sell some things. I know we have taxes to pay, dear. It'll be fine. We'll get around to it. And she's like, honey, we probably really should pay the taxes. And he's like, oh, honey, we will. Meanwhile, all they want to do is be in the bed. And then she is going to go to bed, and everyone's going to go ahead and get some rest for the night. And then from there, I will see you guys in the morning. It's bright and early in the morning, and Emery is up. He is not a happy camper. He is feeling quite hungry this morning. Franklin is also up and feeling hungry this morning. I'm actually just going to go ahead and get Cora to get out of bed, and she's going to make a little bit of breakfast for the family. if I can get her to get up. Cora, honey, you're going to have to get out of bed. She's like, but it's so comfortable here with Frederick. I know, but look at that belly. Yeah, twins. That grew massive just like overnight. Look at that belly. Don't you tell me she's not pregnant with twins.
Oh, kabla.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. Frederick's just in here just sleeping away. Oh, he's gonna get up. Alright. Why don't you go and finish that painting? While she finishes breakfast, he's like, no, I'm getting rid of that. I didn't even start that. You know what's weird is crazy people have just been walking in the house. Alright, call everyone to a meal. We'll all have breakfast. It'll be lovely.
Kubu.
And the boys will come grab themselves a plate. And, yeah. Everybody will eat breakfast together. Look at them. They're like, thank God. We were starving to death.
Oh, mollified.
Ooh, eggs and toast. Yummy. Num, 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 num. Emery's like, I got dressed. Why didn't you still in your pajamas? Well, Mom and Dad are still in their pajamas. So Franklin and Emery are twins, obviously, but they don't get along. They actually have a hurt sentiment with one another for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure what happened between the two of them, but every time they're around each other, they fight, and they don't like each other. They constantly are butting heads. So we do have a little bit of money in the store fund, and so that's good, but we have property taxes that are due in the amount of about $9,800, and we only have $2,000 in the store funds. And every time I transfer money over into the household funds, it goes into the loan payment. So we're in desperate need of money. And we're in a position that's pretty dire. And Frederick is not listening to Cora when Cora tells him, honey, we need to pay our taxes. But we're going to head over to the store and we're going to try to make us some money because we have taxes due, and we got a letter threatening that if we didn't pay our taxes, they were going to put our name in the paper. So Cora told Frederick, make us some money because I don't want our names to be in the paper and there to be a scandal because it would shame our family name. So we're going to head over to the store and we're going to go ahead and try to make us some money for the day. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Okay, we have arrived at the shop. So let's go ahead and stock up what is in our pockets here and put it into the store so that we can go ahead and get it up and available to be sold. And then we'll go ahead and open up. Okay, so Emery and Franklin have just gone on off to daycare, and I have just gone ahead and had her finish that cross stitching, and now we are going to go ahead. Everything is set for sale. We are going to go ahead and open up the store officially. So Frederick's just going to go ahead and open everything up. And then we'll have some customers come on in and hopefully we can make some good money for the day. I don't think that we're going to make $50,000 to pay back the loan. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out, but hopefully we can make some good money. It'll make a little bit of a dent, and we will just have to see what happens. I don't know. And Helen's just calling to chat with Mom. She sent a telegram like, Mom, ... Coming to see you, ... We'll be over on the weekend, ... It is the weekend, but she meant next weekend. Alright, stop. So we do have several people that are here at the shop today, but there are some here that are just here to cause havoc and not really make any sales. They're just here to distract our customers and be a pain in the rear end, if you know what I mean. They're just here to distract them from, you know, speaking with us and making a purchase. And when we come across those, I will actually just go ahead and get rid of them and ask them to leave. But the girl that's walking up the stairs right there, that actually is a potential love interest for Liam that was put into the world by For the Love of Sims. So thank you so much For the Love of Sims for making that townie so that we can hopefully have a potential love interest for Liam. She also made 2 other girls that are in the world. They are all 3 actually in the finishing school currently because they are teens. So they're in the finishing school with Miss Neri, and hopefully Liam will get to meeting them and he will maybe like one of them and he will want to possibly court one of them so that we can have us a lady that we can, you know, possibly wed in the future. I don't really know if that's the case or not. Now Helen's wanting to come on down. That's fine, Helen. If you want to come to the store, come on, you can help us. But it's funny that Liam is here, but he's here as a customer. But yeah, that is one of the townies that For the Love of Sims made for Liam to potentially fall in love with. And she's here today as a customer. And then obviously there you can also see Robert is here, and so that's nice for us to see our son-in-law. He's come to support the shop, but also he's here as a customer, so that's nice. I don't know that Annabelle would be happy about that, but maybe she would. She'd be like, you know, I heard that Mom and Pa were having some problems with some finances. Honey, why don't you go on down and just purchase something just to help them out? And he's like, don't you think, dear, that would be suspicious? It's fine. Just tell them we needed a painting for the wall. And he'd be like, okay, honey, I'll go on down and get something for the wall for you. And she's like, okay, just tell them that I just really wanted one of Daddy's paintings. So he's here. So he's here to do that. Not suspicious at all, right? No, not at all. So like I said, we've got several people here, and Cora is just entertaining them all and kind of holding some conversation. Hopefully we're going to make us some sales, and I have no idea. It looks like Frederick's kind of in the midst of them all as well. They're just doing what they do, honestly. The boys are at daycare, so they're taken care of, and nobody has to really worry about anything. But I know that Cora is definitely at her wit's end because she is pregnant, and she's worried. Like, I think originally, like, they wanted the store, and she knew that it was Frederick's dream for the family, but I think she also thought to herself when he purchased this place, oh, what bad timing. And he was like, no, honey, no, it'll be fine. And I think part of her thought, I love you, Frederick, and, you know, your dream I want to be a reality, but also this was bad timing and it should have been discussed, and it wasn't. And we weren't quite ready because we had 6 people that were about to go into boarding and finishing school, and we needed the extra funds, and you bought a store and took out a loan, right? Like, it just wasn't good timing, and unfortunately now they can't pay their bills, and on top of the fact that they can't pay their bills, they have a loan to pay back, and she's now, worried, and at a time where they can't pay anything and she's stressed, they're popping out even more kids. Have mercy. That poor thing. So, I think she is a little bit worried, and I think she has a good reason to be worried. What are you yelling at your mama for? Boy, you better watch that tone. So far it is 6 o'clock in the evening and we ain't made not one sale. So I'm concerned myself. And I'm not even one of them. And if it gets to be too much longer, I'm going to have to close the store because she is pregnant and has not eaten since breakfast. Come on now. Please excuse my cat in the background. He wants in here really badly. Oh, Robert's going. He's finally buying that painting for Annabelle. He's like, if I don't bring home a painting, my wife's gonna beat me, so I've got to take it home. And she's like, okay, that's fine. You go on and take that painting home to Annabelle. That was too funny. Alright, he didn't even take a painting. Do you know what he took? He took a chair. She is gonna beat him. Oh, man. Sometimes he was like, I was supposed to bring a painting home, but that chair sure does look comfortable. I bet that'd look good in the house. See, she is starving. Back pain. She's overthinking. And she's hungry. And she's tired. Come on now, Frederick, get off the floor. Alright, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and close up the shop here. Oh, look. She's going to buy something. I think her name's Zara. So Zara's going to buy something. We'll go ahead and sell something to Zara, and then we're going to close up shop, and we're going to head on home. And I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when another episode goes live. And I will see you guys in the next episode. For the next couple of episodes, it will be the effects and after effects of the war, just so that you guys can get some updates on kind of what happened while the boys were out fighting. We want to know what was happening with our family members that were back home, that were left, at home. So, that is what you're going to be seeing over the next couple of episodes. But don't forget, if you hit the notification bell, it will notify you when all of the videos come up on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, y'all.